What's going on, everybody? I'm the Telly Monster, and welcome back to the Promised Land. That is right. The cross of Christ. Its newfound little indented thing. Today we have one shout out, and that shout out is Jesus himself. Why? Because Jesus is always worthy of a shout out. And as a matter of fact, he should always have a shout out at every video. No one else has been commenting or really anything of that nature, so today, Jesus, he's the shout out king. Not to mention the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, all that good stuff. Big respects, Lord Jesus. Today, we are going on an adventure. As you can see, I have titled this thing 3 Days, 3 Nights in the Heart of the Earth. And I get that from Matthew chapter 12, verses 38 or so, where it reads, "Then some of the Pharisees and teachers of the law said to him, 'Teacher, we want to see a miraculous sign from you.' He answered, 'A wicked and adulterous generation asks for a miraculous sign, but none will be given it, except the sign of the prophet Jonah. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a huge fish, so the Son of Man will be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth.'" And as you can see, we have our portal now into the heart of the earth, where we will spend at least 3 days and 3 nights. And because I don't have any gold and I don't have a clock, I can't exactly gauge the proper time. So I'm going to go about 3 videos. Oh, crap! Last thing we wanted to see down here was a witch. And a zombie scratching our back while we're poisoned and at half a heart. Almost half a heart anyhow. We're going to be at half a heart. I just got to stand here and make sure nothing attacks me, because I just realized I don't really have anything in my hand to barricade myself in until this poison wears off. Holy smokes. Luckily poison, apparently even in hard, will not kill you outright. It'll only take you to half heart. Whew. Holy smokes. Okay, the poison's wore off. At any rate, yeah, where was I? Anyhow, we're diving down here into the heart of the earth. We're going to spend 3 days and 3 nights, Minecraft days and nights, that is, or perhaps 3 videos basically, because on average a day and a night is about 20 minutes worth. So hopefully these videos will be close to 20 minutes long. And we'll have 3 days and 3 nights worth. We'll put this creeper down. I will accept that. He's dead. I'm not hurt. I call that a victory. It's always good when creepers don't hurt you. So, yeah, let's go ahead and light this bad boy up. We got ourselves a nice little dead end here. And I'm thinking we might first get ourselves some coal, because we don't have any on hand. Definitely want to be able to make some torches, that kind of stuff. Possibly build a little base of operations in here. And the aim for this video is to get myself a full set of diamond armor, because definitely need to enrobe myself in the armor of righteousness that Christ so provides in order to survive this action, because first drop in a hole and I was just about toast by a zombie and a witch. So who knows how many more mobs we're gonna find down in here. Keep an eye out. So who knows? Here's zombies around here somewhere. Probably behind one of these walls, so let's not dig too deep. Go ahead and grab some more cobblestone though, because definitely I need some blocks for jumping around and what have you. Don't need those. Nah, let's not dig here. Let's go ahead and dig a path through here. That's not a good spot. A bunch of gravel. Heck with it. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a bite here and grab some of this iron. 1, 2. Almost 2. Hate it when I move off my block early. That's 3 pieces. Let's go ahead and get that base of operations started. I don't want to. Did I see some? Nah, I didn't see no more iron. Thought I saw some more iron out of the corner of my eye there. Let's go ahead and Make ourselves a crafting table here, if I could just get my cursor to work properly. Just grab one of those. That'll be plenty to make myself a crafting table. Go ahead and spread them babies out. I never did get any comments, so if anyone would like to, if anyone is annoyed by the classic crafting and you wish I'd just go back to console crafting, and that way I could just craft extremely quick, then you know, say so in the comments. Until that happens, I'll probably continue to just kind of challenge myself and make sure that I know the recipes whenever I go to craft these things, and fumble around in there every so often, those times that I can't. I don't know if anybody heard that, but that was my dog laying the fat snore down right next to me while I'm making my commentary. Whenever we moved up to Washington, we couldn't take our dogs with us because we knew we were going to have to rent, so we left them with a friend of my wife's. Her name's Pam. One of the best people my wife ever met, that's for sure. She's helped us out of so many jams, and been such a good friend of my wife that you know what? She needs a good, nice, fat shout out in this one, right along with Lord Jesus. Because I tell you what, the things that she does, they are full on, you know, noteworthy. Jesus would be totally accepting the kind of sacrifices she's made for her friends. Mostly that being, you know, my wife and me and my kids and all that good stuff. She's totally shined the light of Christ in a dark place. Even though, like many of you maybe, she doesn't exactly, you know, she doesn't claim Christ as her Lord and Savior or anything like that. But that's alright. It's a decision she has to make for herself. I don't push too hard. You know, come to think of it, I should probably pray for her more often. So I'd love nothing more than for her to see her come to Christ. Because I just know the sheer joy of it. And I believe that's a joy that everyone should come to know. But anyhow, lighting this action up here. Getting off subject. Go ahead and, hey, what do you know? We've come full circle. But that's not too bad, because we've come full circle. We can go ahead and just search out our little area here and strip it of whatever goodies it has. But since I got off track, basically Pam, my wife's best friend in the whole wide world that she left behind, hung on to our dogs. We had 3 dogs and 2 cats, and she was gracious enough to take them into her house and hang on to them so that we didn't have to rehome them. The place that we got only allowed one pet, so we just have the one. It's the youngest one that we had, because the other 2 have a lot better bladder control issues. So they will be a lot easier for Pam to take care of. Let's go ahead and plunk the rest of this iron in here and get this iron out. Actually, let's actually get some more fuel in there. Make sure we can get it all juiced up. Let's go ahead and plunk down some planks in here. Ah, dang it! I didn't mean to get the whole entire thing made into planks. Now I'm wasting space. Oh well, we'll just throw a 64 stack in that thing. Go ahead. Sort my inventory out here a little bit. Speaking of sorting inventories, I'm gonna need a chest here pretty soon. Get those in the bottom corner where I like them. But yeah, she took my dogs, and now we got our little pug back. My wife's always had pugs in her family, so she wanted a pug really bad. So anyhow, let's go ahead and start scarfing out everything we can find as far as ores and handy dandy kind of stuff for being stuck down in a cave. Need another pickaxe. Came prepared. Got myself a couple 3 pickaxes on hand. I don't think I needed 4 axes though, given the fact that there's not piles of wood down here. I came with all the wood I'll possibly need down in here, unless of course I just get killed and have to... You know what, I should have came down here with a bed. Well, you know what? Never mind. A bed's not really important because I know right where the cave's at, so all I have to do is hop out of my bed and boogie on back down here and, you know, follow my path back down. I have a way of tracking myself while in these caves. I used to have the worst time getting lost in cave systems. I mean, just terrible. I'm sure everybody that goes spelunking in Minecraft can relate to such things. But I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the guy that I got this technique from. But he had this technique of stacking up a couple blocks of cobblestone and putting a torch on it. He always put a torch on the top and a torch on the side. Myself, whenever I do it, I put a torch on the top if I have to go up in a direction. But I put a torch in the direction that I need to head back to go back home, and then basically that's it. I just put a torch on the side which I need to keep traveling on, and that always points me back, points the way out. That way I don't have to write a bunch of signs and spend time doing that, because even when you're writing signs, that time passes in real time, so zombies can still creep up behind you, and creepers can just still blow your face off, and that's never any fun. Go ahead and clear the bottom of this out, make sure that light gets into it nice and into all them corners. Not seeing any more iron up in there. Should probably get back here pretty soon and get this iron on it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It seems like that's everything, so let's go ahead and take a gander down our little hole here. Torch that off just a little bit better. Oh, piles of iron over here. Let's scoop that up. Go get this iron on to smelt. Stuff cooked off so I can make my Iron Man suit. In case y'all haven't had your Iron Man thing. What's that green down there? There's a bush down here. That's really weird. Piece of lava, kind of keeping the monsters at bay a little bit. A little bit more light down here. Make sure we got plenty of light, because really don't want something sneaking up on me. Should be plenty there. Yeah, why not? Go over here and throw this stuff in this cookeroony. 13 pieces. That'll get me what? A hat and a what do you call it? Chest plate. But since you can't make a hat and a chest plate at the same time, I think I will just plunk them in here and make a hat, a chest plate, and a set of booties, so I can just do the old double quick move like such. Go ahead and put those on. The armor in this texture pack is pretty spiffy, I must admit. Go ahead and make a chest. Might as well have myself a little go-to place down here so I can store things if I start to fill up too much, because as I said, I will be down here a full 3 days and 3 nights. I will not leave until said time is come, and because yeah, because that's what Jesus spent 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. And then of course he was raised from the dead and seen by the apostles for, I think, like 144 days, something like that. I can't really remember. Now all that stuff's in the book of Acts, the best accounting of it, written by Luke, I believe. Yes, book of Acts is written by Luke, which is a super good book in the Bible. As a matter of fact, the Gospel of Luke is one of my favorites, because as I said in a previous video, at least I'm pretty sure I was kind of one of them skeptic types. Let's check out this armor. That is some pretty fancy armor, I must say so. It's a really good texture pack for armor and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty spiffy. Let's get me a sword and a helmet. Let's see, I got one there. Wait for one more. It'll get me a helmet. But yeah, the book of Luke. I love the book of Luke because Luke wasn't a disciple. He wasn't one of the people that followed Jesus around. He doesn't give an eyewitness account. Check that out. That's not too shabby. Check it out from the back. Little something. maybe I'll jump back and forth. Maybe I'll go back to the fantasy texture pack to you. But Luke wasn't a disciple. He was a traveling companion of Paul, and that gave him access to, you know, the disciples and that kind of stuff, and all the people, and he traveled around, and he actually investigated all the stories of, you know, the healings and the people being given sight, you know, sight to the blind and the deaf men hearing and stuff of that nature, and all the cripples, you know, the lame being made to walk, and all the miracles that Jesus had performed during his ministry and what have you. And you know, that was his thing. He was actually a doctor, and he went about it extremely, you know, methodically, making sure that it was you know, accurate and everybody's stories jived, and that he gave the most truthful, accurate depiction of what went on in the days of Jesus and all that. I'm getting off track, but right now I'm just kind of, I heard them zombies kicking around here, and I'm just wondering where they're coming from. So I'm just kind of digging around, seeing if there's another cave kicking directly off to the side before I go diving into the deep hole. Where's that light coming from? There's not a, oh, duh. I have got a light up there, and all the all the gravel fell out of it. Oh, orange done. Let's go ahead and do that, and go ahead and boogie on. Oh, wait a minute. Duh, McFly. Still got to make a bucket and a pick. Let's go ahead and give me a bucket. Run across some water. I want to get myself a bucket of water, because a bucket of water is always handy. And we're going to need ourselves an iron pick, because when we come across gold, lapis, diamond, especially some diamond. Ooh, I like me some diamond. You know, let's go ahead and stick that in a hot bar. We'll stick that in our empty slot down here. Eventually that slot will be filled with a clock. That way I can tell what time of day it is. As soon as I find myself 4 gold and a piece of redstone, I'll have myself a clock. Let's go ahead and open this up just a hair. Give us a little smoother run around in and out of our little place there. But yeah, let's go have us a gander down here in the hole. See, it goes down that way. I think it goes back this other way. Get our sword out. Get that out of the way. That's just unnerving. Looks like a creeper just standing there. Catch you out of the air. That is a creeper standing there. All right, let's take him. Come here, buddy. Come on. See that? He's not looking at me. Now he sees me. Ooh, yeah, blow up. Ooh, dang. Whoa, that scared the cheesies out of me right there. Full armored up zombie. Ah, man, not a baby zombie. Zombie's off from the left. That makes me think that there's a zombie spawning around here. Ah, baby zombies. I hate them little suckers. Come on, die. Die already. Creeper. Back there. There you go, buddy. But I'm going to rush this zombie spawner if there is one. Zombie spawners are sweet. XP farm galore. I'm not seeing any zombie spawners. Let's go ahead and throw a torch down, though. Let's go ahead and get back. I don't want to lose track of where I'm at before I mark my position where I need to get back up. Need to set my escape route in case I need to book it out of here at a high rate of speed. So yeah, let's get up here, and we'll go ahead and block this bit off real quick for later exploration. Plunk that off. Spider can make it through that, but it'll be alright. And we'll block it off. Spider can still get through it, but whatever. Nothing's coming up that way, so we'll go ahead and just cap that off. We're gonna go up that way, so a couple blocks. One there, and one down here. And we just put that under there, and go ahead and pick that out of there. And I'll give us our little stairway. Torch this baby up. And yeah, let's push this back a little bit. Not really enough room for our pillar in this spot. It'd be a little cluttered. I like to be able to kind of see him out in the middle of everywhere, or the middle of nowhere. Stick it right in the middle of this, that way I can go get around all sides of it. Make sure it's obvious which side's torched. Because I'm going up here, I'm going to put one on top, and we gotta go that way, so we're going to put one on this side, so it's pointing away from there, basically in that direction, up. So now we know which way to go, and we are getting close to the end of our time here for this first day and night in the belly of the earth, or the heart of the earth, I guess I should say. So let's go ahead and probably get back to the base of operations. Yep, you can see it's daytime out there, so I've gone a day and a night down here in this hole. Almost died when that witch poisoned me, and of course the old zombie come beating down my backside, but yeah, that just about does it. Until next time, leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends, share, all that good stuff. Later.